SKEM minutes and hours. Whoa, that was louder than I expected. Let's go, SKEM. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm actually excited for this one. Let's go. Minutes and hours.
I don't wanna die and leave nothing behind. That bitch fucked with my head and fed me nothing but lies. My nan died the same week.
I don't know who broke this man's heart, but in his Time Will Tell track, it was the same shit. It was fuck that bitch. He had that. Oh, what was that one quote? There was a quotable line in that, and I should remember it, but he had a couple cold lines in there as well, right? I'm sitting cross-legged on my chair now. That's how you know I'm trying to listen to this shit.
Leave nothing behind. That bitch fucked with my head and fed me nothing but lies. My nan died the same week, so I was up every night, wide awake in my thoughts, still wondering why. I hear the same shit in my head like 100 odd times. I try to say how I'm feeling, but I'm breaking inside. And all this pain that I deal with is more weight on my mind. I barely eat, so I can never keep this weight on my sides. I wake at 5 in the morning, trying to say that I'm fine. Hate that I'm like this, and I'll probably be this way till I die. Remember taking so many pills I could have taken my life, mistaking people that I trusted for some mates that was slight, or a girl I thought I cared about for blades in my spine. I want to see my mum be happy, not see pain in her eyes. She just lost her mum and I can't comprehend with that slight. All I could do is try be there and say we'll get through the night. Every minute's like an hour in a time like this. In a time like this, I was thinking then got out it, now I'm back in this shit. And now I'm back in this shit. Every minute's like an hour in a time like this. In a time like this, I was thinking then got out it, now I'm back in this shit. And now I'm back in this shit. I was lost on those bricks, I couldn't take your advice. I had my back to the wall, with my face looking white. I don't want my younger brother thinking maybe I'll try it. It was there for me and that's probably would save my life. If the tables turn, I'm
Wait. I need to listen to the second verse again.
this shit. And now I'm back in this shit. I was lost on those bricks, I couldn't take your advice. I had my back to the wall, with my face looking white. I don't want my younger brother thinking maybe I'll try it. It was there for me and that's probably would save my life. If the tables turn, I'm making sure he makes it alive. I buried members of my family, still shaking and crying at the wake wide, cause I hadn't slept for days at a time. I could feel my heart break, yelling your name at the sky. A valiant memory. He makes it alive. I buried members of my family, still shaking and crying at the wake wide, cause I hadn't slept for days at a time. I could feel my heart break, yelling your name at the sky.
One more time.
I slept for days at a time. I could feel my heart break, yelling your name at the sky.
Are you dumb? What? Oh man, that deserves a walk-off. That deserves a pace up and down. That deserves it. Wow. You're also gonna see the trim. Ignore the trim. It's peak. It's all a bit peak. Just the whole verse again.
I couldn't take your shit. And now I'm back in this shit. I was lost on those bricks, I couldn't take your advice. I had my back to the wall, with my face looking white. I don't want my younger brother thinking maybe I'll try it. It was there for me and that's probably would save my life. If the tables turn, I'm making sure he makes it alive. I buried members of my family, still shaking and crying at the wake wide, cause I hadn't slept for days at a time. I could feel my heart break, yelling your name at the sky. A valium every time your face came to my mind, and I felt guilty for that, but that's the way I survived. And I felt filthy for the fact I didn't say my goodbyes. My ex said I'm a piece of shit, and maybe she's right. This got me feeling like a weak cunt. At that time in my life, I was numb for like 3 months. High every night, but I was lower than my feet are, trying to survive at the same time.
I was lower than my feet are, like I feel lower than where I'm actually physically standing.
3 months, high every night, but I was lower than my feet are, trying to survive at the same time. I'm trying to ease up. Every minute's like an hour in a time like this. In a time like this, I was thinking then got out it, now I'm back in this shit. And now I'm back in this shit. Every minute's like an hour in a time like this. In a time like this, I was thinking then got out it, now I'm back in this shit. And now I'm back in this shit.
SKEM, you're gonna be a fucking issue, I'm telling you. This is SKEM's third track to my knowledge, and within 3 tracks, I think SKEM has established
that he knows how to write a quotable bar. He knows how to write a lyric that can stick with you. That Instagram caption-esque type of shit. And it's also the kind of content that saves people's fucking minds. Dare I say it, saving some people's lives. Like, SKEM's making that kind of music that people are really gonna fucking feel. Whether you've not gone through struggle and you empathize for him, or more likely, you've lived through similar situations and you relate to it. Like, I feel like in that circumstance there, it hits different. I hate to pull out the comparison, but the same way I praise Husky for being able to lay out so many emotions in the space of a couple lyrics is such an incredible thing to do. To be able to sum up somebody's mindset or how they're feeling or what they're going through in a quotable lyric or bar is a fucking insane achievement, in my opinion. From the UK, where lyricism is such a big thing, is something that I especially respect. It also feels like SKEM's touched up on that flow and sitting in the pocket, which is I talked about previously, and it just sounded a little bit tidier in the verses, which massively helped. I would argue in saying that No Hope here was I preferred that song, but at the same time, this song's so dope, man. It's a personal story to him that others are gonna listen to and really enjoy, and I respect that. SKEM is definitely someone I want to make a track with. Yeah, on a level, SKEM's definitely an artist I'd love to collab with, and I'd love to have him on the podcast as well, which is something that we hopefully will plan to set up at some point in the future. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Feel free to check out my track with Shook. It is out right now. Her album is dropping in a matter of days at the point of dropping this video. I appreciate all the supports on the podcast. All of the supports on the cast pod. The level on a no, the On A Level podcast. I appreciate all the support on that, and yeah, thank you for watching this video too. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to you, man, later.